So it's time to talk about what I said I would in my last video, something that could either make or heavily break Call of Duty World War II. And if you guys aren't aware, and I'm very sure you are if you have been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, we were introduced to supply drops. In Advanced Warfare, supply drops are things you could earn or buy with real money. And in the game you would earn common supply drops that have a very rare chance of dropping the quote-unquote elite or rare variants, or like I think it's like royalty variants or something like that, I can't remember. But it was insane. The rates on them were stupidly bad, and they expected you to buy these things, and people did for the most part, and they would drop variants of weapons that were already in the game that were known as elite classes, and the elite class weapons were, put shortly, broken. I believe it was the AK-47 style weapon in Advanced Warfare, I forgot its name, had an elite version that was practically the best weapon in the game at the time, and when people got a hold of that thing, you knew there was something wrong in the game. That was a very powerful weapon, and in essence, supply drops became pay to win. Because you couldn't really earn too many elite weapons out of the common supply drops. I think I earned like 3 elite weapons out of all the supply drops that I earned, because I refused to buy supply drops, especially for a game that would only last a year. I thought, fuck no, why would I want to do that? So I didn't support them, but people did, and they made a heavy amount of money, let's say, on these supply drops. But luckily, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came around. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 really fixed the supply drop system. It started out just cosmetics. It was only cosmetic things such as camos, sights, like red dot sight changes, emblems, and just calling cards. And for the most part, it was great. And the good thing about this game is you could actually earn the rare variant of the supply drops. And they introduced a thing called crypto keys, and crypto keys were something you could earn every game. You get 10 crypto keys, you could open a common supply drop, and if you got 30 crypto keys, you could open a rare supply drop, and you know, on and on and on. But it was awesome. This variant of the supply drop system worked, and then they introduced weapons. Oh my god, why I never saw the point in this. They introduced weapons to Black Ops 3 through supply drops when they could have just as easily done it through DLC. And I could understand the point like Treyarch was seeing and Activision was seeing, mainly Activision saying, you know, release these as supply drops and we can make more money. And they did. I believe reports came in saying they earned hundreds of millions from supply drops. And I'm not surprised, because my god, were people going at these supply drops. And people like Ali, I think T Martin, and just a bunch of other YouTubers who were going at supply drops were encouraging people to go for it as well, saying, you know, get these weapons. I believe it was like the MP40 variant, the HG40 dropped first on Black Ops 3, or like with the Marshals, and those were like the pistol shotgun things. Those were incredibly overpowered weapons at the time they released. I don't believe they got nerfed. But then they released weapons like the PPSH, and of course the PPSH, who isn't going to actually go for that? You know, like I personally went a few supply drops deep for the PPSH and got nothing. The most, I think the supply drop weapons that I have on Xbox are the Marshals, and that's about it. And that's really depressing for me, because I never actually did the weapon bribe like challenge. So it was really bizarre. And then Modern Warfare Remastered came out, because, you know, that's the end of supply drops in Black Ops 3. They became pay to win as well, which was really, really saddening. But yeah, also Zombies did with Gobblegums. Hopefully they don't reintroduce like that system again, because that was really broken. But yeah, we move on to Modern Warfare Remastered, a quote-unquote true to the original remake. True to the original. Last time I played Modern Warfare, I don't remember supply drops being in the game. Neither do I remember COD points being in the game, and I do not remember shovels being in the game either. Basically, they introduced supply drops in Modern Warfare Remaster purely to make money only. There was no reason, there was no fan demand for it. In fact, there was no fan demand for any supply drops ever. The fact that, you know, they put them in is kind of stupid, because the only demand is that we get rid of them, because no one really likes supply drops. Like, yeah, the YouTubers put on a happy face saying, oh, supply drop's so good, you know, give me my money, Activision. That's exactly what they do, and it's really unfortunate, because in the end, they say World War II supply drops will have weapon variants again, just like Advanced Warfare. And that is a problem. And if you didn't know, Sledgehammer also developed Advanced Warfare, and they are the people who are working on World War II. You know, props to them for actually doing such a switch around. But the supply drops are going to ruin the game. I feel like this is going to happen, like, badly. We, like, in the start of Advanced Warfare, we did try to welcome supply drops with open arms. Like, okay, yeah, you come here, you know, good things, you know, camos, different weapon things, slight, tiny buffs on weapons, you know, a bit of damage there. Even some could lower some things. But then we got all the powerful ones. And I know that's the exact same thing that's going to happen to Call of Duty World War II. We're probably going to start off with, say, an MP40, a normal one. Then we're going to get, like, an elite MP40 that's, like, gold camo, freaking hyper damage, I don't know. You know, perfect accuracy. And then you can slap a grip on that thing. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. And the fact that they're coming back and they're not purely cosmetic is ridiculous. And if anyone says to you that they are going to be cosmetic for the whole year, that's a blatant lie, and they are actually wrong. There is no way there's no way the Call of Duty community can trust in this stuff being cosmetic anymore, because, you know, Infinite Warfare, and then we have Black Ops 3, and then Modern Warfare Remastered, where they said cosmetics only, and then fell back on that promise almost in a day. And, like, I really hope, like, it's a dream that they're all going to be cosmetic in World War II, but it's been practically announced that there's going to be weapon variants, and they could easily mean weapon variants with different camos. That could easily be said, but no chance. Like, there's no chance. The amount of money that supply drops made last year, they will not fall back on that. It's sort of Activision, you know, they fall on a trend and they know it does well. Call of Duty, that's why it's been the same every year, because they know that Call of Duty is sort of like, okay, if we keep it the same every year, they'll keep on playing it. They won't get too bored, even though, you know, they are very bored, but they won't get overly bored. They keep buying our games, we'll keep making money, so we'll keep the same core gameplay. And that's why they don't change it up. They're not scared to, and they attempted it. They attempted it when we got to Advanced Warfare, and slightly attempted it in Ghosts as well. But it really changed in Advanced Warfare. They thought we liked it for some reason. All the other games were in development. They changed it up. They went into the boost style, you know, gameplay. Up to, I think it was Infinite Warfare. And then it finished because they caught on, oh shit, they really don't like this game mode at all. And unfortunately, now that we've gone back to World War II, Battlefield, everyone says we're copying Battlefield now. I can't anymore. But it's weird. You know, that's when they changed up the gameplay. That's when they introduced supply drops, and that's when shit went south, really. And like I said, it's a dream that everything's going to be cosmetic. By variants in weapons, they could mean just camos, but that would be weird, because maybe then they'd have to actually remove the camo system, which would kind of be pointless. And yeah, I'm hoping that it's cosmetic. I know it won't be, and to think it is a pure dream. It will never come true. And yeah, they made so much money last year. They'll make a lot of money this year, because people will be encouraging other people to buy the supply drops again, and that's a very depressing thought. And you know, I'm gonna say, if you want to go for supply drops, I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your money, but if you want to go for supply drops, go ahead, spend some money on them. I don't care. Spend some COD points. Like, who cares? But if you do not want to support these things and you don't like supply drops, don't spend your money on them. Simple as that. I don't support supply drops. I haven't spent a freaking penny on supply drops since I went for the PPSH. And that's that. That was it. I was done. I didn't want it anymore. I was sick of it. I was purely done. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want supply drops to get the fuck out of here, then smash that like button, comment, screw supply drops or something. I don't know, I'm tired, I've just woken up. But yeah, comment screw supply drops. I've been Condomies. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because if you don't, you will not be notified that I have uploaded. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and thank you guys so much for watching.